So things are looking alright. I am going to go ahead and build a research station, now that we have some idea of what's going on. I'm just going to go ahead and dig that one out. I'll have that little tip here replant it. Same thing with this. This is kind of a shame that I have to get rid of that so quick, but it is what it is. Okay. Let's see what going on down here now. Is this hot? That is hot. That's abyssalite, right? Yes. So I should be fine. Abyssalite has really good thermal insulation properties, which is why it's in between biomes. And you notice it's super cold over here, but it's not so cold here, and it's split by this abyssalite. As long as you don't poke big holes in the abyssalite, you should be fine. So that should be good to go. I am going to go ahead and do that as well, and we'll just get there when they get there. Okay, let's get our first power station up. And bingo. Then just give me a research desk. That right there. Nice. Okay, I want to trap that pip in there, so I'm going to actually prioritize this to 7. Put that there. And I'm going to try to trap the pip in there after a while. And you notice they prioritized this before they built everything else. That's why you want to prioritize things. Otherwise, they just work close to where they're at. And they prioritize whatever. Like that right there, he just prioritized that because it's the closest thing to him. Instead of having to run all the way down here and do this ladder, he just did a thing that was right next to him. That's generally how this works. We're going to set this to 6. Oh! Just saw the printing pod go off. And do I need any of these people this early? That guy's a rancher and an operator. That's a good dupe right there. I gotta go for muscles. That's a really good dupe. The only issue is that eventually ranching will take over the operating, but for right now, I mean, you can't beat that. So I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna tell muscles to do operating and then ranching, and eventually I may switch those two, but for now, he's going to be my operator, and he's going to be the guy who runs power wheels. Like that. Oh, and I'm also going to set him to where if he's not operating, he is storing stuff. Tidying things. So that way he'll actually maybe clean the toilets. Oh. Yeah, now that we have this research station, we can open the research tree, which is quite large at this point in this game. Holy smokes. Okay. So, the first thing I need are these two right here, which are the basic farming, so I can actually get some food, and some meal preparation stuff so I can actually cook the food. And I always go for those first. They can't mine this, by the way, because there's not anybody who's skilled enough to dig something that hard yet, so that's why that isn't being dug. I'm just gonna go down here. Now that we have some exploring, and just tell them to build that. And you see how quick that is, though, because they can just toss it together so fast. Like, once you get down there, and they can still make it back up, like, after the fact. That's why I really like doing that. Okay. So I still like the idea of building it over here, because this seems pretty calm over there. So I am, in fact, going to put the farm here. So... I'm gonna give myself one more floor as a buffer. And then this will be the farm. Right, like that. And I need 2 of them. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And then I'll have 2 layers of this. There we go. So we'll get rid of everything here except this one and that one. And we just got our first research done, which is what that loud noise was. You'll notice that I now have all of this technology. So if I go here and I look, there's my composter, my ration box, my planter, stuff like that. And I'm going to actually build a couple algae terrariums, and we're going to put them down here. Temporarily, because they'll go down over time. We're going to start with 2, that is usually enough. Sometimes it's not. And that deconstructs it when you see this little icon here. That thing will eventually be destroyed, like this right here. There you go. Now you know how that works. Okay, so we don't need that one anymore. And I actually don't need any of these. Like that, because I'm actually going to go quite far across this right here. To at least right there. And we'll see how that goes for me for a while. Okay, so we just got the second research done, which is great because my research guy is cranking it out. So what I'm going to do here is I need to go get mechanical door locks. I forget what they're called. These. Manual airlocks is what they're... I'm going to go ahead and get those. And they'll research those up for me. And I just got a mess table, which they can eat at, an egg cracker, an electric grill, and a farm tile. I actually do need the farm tiles right now. Like that. And I'm actually going to cancel those. So that way they can't get over there. I don't want them digging this actually quite yet. We'll go ahead and rebuild that. I know I just told him to delete it, but... I'm gonna need one more height than this. I'm just gonna add... No, that'll work. Okay. Just make it a standard height floor. Oh, we're about to have our first spill. I don't want to deal with that, so we're just going to cut it short. For now. What did we just research? Oh, gas ventilation. So now I can move gases around, but I'm actually going to go ahead and build this thing. So what I'll do is put this here. I want to keep that thing. It's important to me that I do at the moment. So... what I'll do is this. Like that. It's kind of ugly, but it works for now, and it gets me some stuff. Okay, so we just got all the gas stuff. That's how you can move, like, oxygen, for example. We can move it from one place to another by using a gas pump. And there's also liquid pumps that we'll be able to pump the water with. Okay. How hot is it down here? A little hot. So, I'm actually going to make this my exit to the base right here. Like this. I'll have this whole space right here. And that thing's cranking out water. That's a great source of water for the starter right there. You have to sanitize and clean it, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so now we have mealwood being planted. Like that. Now I have a mealwood plant that is growing for me. It's actually hidden behind this blob of dirt. You can't actually see it, but just trust me, it's there. It's very short and it's growing. Okay, so we just got another research thing? Oh, wow. We're already done. Man, that research person is cracked. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get plumbing going. Yeah, let's go ahead and get plumbing going. I don't need any of this other beginning stuff quite yet. I will eventually need to get that thing. Okay, so this is going to be the kitchen area. And it needs to be above the water, is why. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of these. Actually, now I'll leave them. This person is trapped because they're a knucklehead. Let's go deconstruct these 2 tiles, man. Just get yourself out of there. I'll just put them back. Okay, so that's going to be the kitchen. I just got airflow tiles as well. I'm big on the air tiles. I'm actually going to go for 2 in the middle, though. So I believe that research is now done. Is it? No, not quite. I just got liquid plumbing and stuff. All this stuff down here in the corner. Nice. Okay. No, uproot that. This pip is making my life hard up here. We'll start with it being that wide, and we'll just go for it from there. I don't have the right kind of plumbing yet. Okay, so we need to set that thing to priority 8, actually. And same with this, so they'll build it. There we go. Ooh. So we got sinks, showers, and better bathrooms. But all those run on water. Water is a very valuable commodity. I'm not going to build those things just yet, but I do have mesh tiles, which is very nice. Okay, we're going to put polluted water over here, and we'll just put it all in there with that. Is it infected? No, that is actually clean polluted water. Wow. These things are great. Cool flush geysers. I mean, I know I said it's kind of an oxymoron. I said clean polluted water. But what I mean is you can get diseases in this game. Such as this thing right here. See these little yellow blips? Like these wee little yellow dots on it? You know? Those mean that there are germs. Diseases. There's not very many here at the moment, actually. Very clean asteroid. But your duplicates produce germs. They produce food poisoning germs. So you don't want to get your good water mixed up with your bad water. So I'm actually gonna split this cavity. That should be enough water. But I don't want to make them run that far for the water, so I'm actually just gonna make the base up higher. So yeah, so what I'll do right here, I'll have a whole floor section that's just for water. Then I'll have like a big water storage down here. Polluted water, good water. We're gonna do it. I want to keep that abyssalite intact as much as possible. Okay, well there we have it. That is now the bottom of the base. Everything else below that, man, that's a bunch of granite. That's really good too. Granite's a good material. Everything else below that's just outside the base.